Hi, everybody.
Hi, Kyle.
What do you think? Like anybody who has not listened to the stream before and has no context of what that's from.
Well, clearly you don't give it much thought because you just continue to do it every live show anyway.
I got to be honest with you. I just thought of it just now. So, if you feel as the producer of this program that might scare away some new listeners, I can use restraint on my Dr. Nick voice from The Simpsons.
I want you to be the best version of you, Kyle. And if that means you do your Dr. Nick voice, then you go right ahead.
Great. Wonderful. Can we address the word on the street from Arzell Faber?
Sure. I can put up the comment for you. Here you guys. Here you guys go.
Oh, what do you think here?
I would be surprised that Dallas would do that, considering the needs they have on defense.
But would you put anything past Jerry?
No, absolutely not. Yeah.
Jira. That'd be fun. That'd be such a fun offense.
It's already fun.
CD and Zeke and Kyle Pitts and Amari Cooper and Dak Prescott and Chris would like everybody to know that he's opening the Panini pack. But that's not the only thing that's going to get popped open on this live stream. Joe, is that right?
No, it's I've got one here, Kyle.
Let me hear it.
Okay.
It's brutal. 2 out of 10.
Yeah, I got to be honest. That was not your best word.
2 out of 10. Well, mainly because I saw the video of it in which it was never in frame. It was never in the.
Oh, but folks, this is the mango raspberry, and it is a 10 out of 10.
Presented by Mighty Swell.
Mighty Swell, new flavors, and I've been purposely waiting to try new flavors for the stream. I had several this weekend, but my first crack at a mango raspberry, and it is wonderful.
I just don't appreciate the assumption that is being done.
I think by now people know it's rigged, especially when the fake Tua card came out last week.
It wasn't a fake Tua card. It just stopped.
Woo!
I have my Mighty Swell satchel with a mystery flavor in it. Oh, wow. I told my wife to come down and put one in out of the fridge, and I don't know what's in it, and I'm going to pull it out right now.
Is there a chance it's not a Mighty Swell and she put like a soda?
I mean, I would say there's always a chance. Oh, it's the mango raspberry.
Oh, have you had it yet?
No, I have not.
Oh.
First of all, let me tell you how to open a can.
It's 8 out of 10.
Mango raspberry. Here we go. Wow.
It's delicious, right?
Yeah, no, this might be the top of the line. For
cherry limeade
is outdone yourselves.
Is cherry limeade?
This might be it.
Wow. Okay. Well,
are we ready to go?
We are. I did drop something in the private chat that I want to make you guys aware of here before the show starts. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page here as we get started. But yeah, if you guys are ready here, I can start up the show and then we can get into some takes and do some Panini mock drafts.
Terrific.
Interact, of course, brought to you by our friends over at Mighty Swell. Thanks for the koozie. Mango raspberry tonight.
I went digging for a koozie. I don't have one on hand right now. I'm actually pretty mad about it.
The last Panini mock draft live stream, because next Monday's live stream, going to be a little different. And that's all I'll say about that.
Okay.
Going to be a little different next week.
It's draft week next week.
Yep. So it's going to be a little different.
You'll be seeing a lot more.
I think there's a chance you're going to have your first Mighty Swell next week.
Joe, I've had a Mighty Swell before. I don't know if you remember, but there was a live stream that we did in which Kyle and I were together, in which Mighty Swells were consumed. I just don't get any of the new ones sent to me for whatever reason. My agent's not involved in the process.
Wow.
You remember that was the one where Jamie Eisner acted as
he had to hold the hotspot up
out in the backyard in the Airbnb.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just want to make one thing clear. Here is the pack that has been opened. Okay, so the pack's been opened, just so there's no screams of foul play by the chat. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 5 players that we can discuss here on the show. I have takes lined up. So if you guys are ready, I will put up the first player and we can get started.
That's Boogie.
Okay, you guys want to go from the top or the bottom?
Middle.
Top.
I'm gonna go from the bottom. I hate to do it to you, but we're gonna
sick.
go from the bottom.
All right, cool.
So here you go. Here you go, guys. Help Teddy Bridgewater out.
Teddy. Well, this is difficult. We got to engineer a trade to a new team for Teddy first.
So what I will allow you to do is treat this as the quarterback position for the Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
That will be my change for you here. Yes, Kyle.
I have a proposition.
Okay. I gave you what we were going to do, but okay,
yeah,
if you'd like
we can do that if Joe would like. But just like on tomorrow's episode of the show, Chris, where you got to be the tiebreaker, I'm going to let Joe be the tiebreaker right now.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Joe, do you think Teddy Bridgewater gets traded by the NFL draft? By day 1 or day 2 of the 2021 NFL draft?
No, but I do think he gets traded. I just don't like my deadline.
Okay, then never mind.
Were you going to try to make a Bill Barr bet? Is that what you were going to try to do?
No, I was going to say we can pick a different team that we predictively think he goes to, and
that's interesting. That's interesting.
Engineer a trade to give away whatever pick we think would have to be sent to Carolina, and then draft without that pick with Teddy on a new team.
I don't.
No, I like the idea of picking for the Panthers quarterback.
Oh, right, mahalo. Sick. All right, cool. Chris,
it's a win for me. It's a win for me then.
All right. There you go, Sports Note. We're doing Carolina 3-round mock, helping the quarterback.
All right, everybody can see this. We are all good to go here.
Looks good to me.
It does. And so I will. We're not making any trades, right? Right.
Amanda Helms. We literally are doing a Panthers mock draft right now, specifically to help Sam Darnold, who, as a formality,
just pretend that's right. Sam on the card.
Just hold on. Let me just get the logo in the shot, and there you go.
Here's the terms of the show that we've been doing for 6 weeks. Completely disregard all of it, and we're just going to do something different here.
Yeah, we're mixing it up on the last one. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right, here we go. I'm starting the draft.
If anything, we stayed true to the intent of the show.
I think so. I think we did as well. So you guys are on the clock here. Pick number 8.
Rashawn Slater. Stop me if I've said this before, but the Carolina Panthers have had a different primary starting left tackle every year since 2011 when Jordan Gross retired.
Yeah, you have mentioned this once or twice.
Yeah. They've also never had back-to-back winning seasons, ever.
Yeah, Slater's the best available offensive lineman, regardless of scheme, system, style, fit. You know, they're going to go with a bunch of, like you mentioned this on yesterday or on tomorrow's show, Joe. Bunch of 5-man protections. Got to get some good athletes, guys that can jump out and get those wide angle rushers. Rashawn Slater can do that. He's the pick.
You mentioned tomorrow's show, and this tab over here might have something to do with tomorrow's show. This one over here.
Wow.
The one that says mock draft machine. Who knows?
Chris, keep that closed.
I will not click over.
Wander over.
I promise I will not. Slater is the pick.
Yes.
Okay.
We would have loved to get Penei Sewell, but the Bengals drafted him, and the only reason I mentioned that is because Braden in the comments pointed out the Bengals' new uniforms are a hit. Very well done. Correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Cleaner.
Beautiful. Especially when you
arena
see
football.
The side-by-sides of the old ones with the new ones. It's like, oh, man. Well done.
This take here from Halil's Real Football Talk that we'll get into before you guys make your next pick. If you're a team that is looking for a developmental starter at quarterback, you can make a case for drafting Felipe Franks over the guy who beat him out at Florida in Kyle Trask.
I have
hope Rob's not watching the stream.
Yeah, dude, I have Trask rated significantly higher than Frank. I don't think I had a draftable grade on Franks, and I did.
You did
Trask.
not. You gave it 65.5 because we just talked about that for Franks today, you and I. So, Trask at least can execute the offense. Keep the phrasing that I really like is keep it between the lines, right? It's like you get the car on the highway. You just got to keep it between the lines and stay in the lanes. You're not going to win any races with it. Felipe Franks, I think you whether it's at Arkansas or at the University of Florida, and it's just so up and down. And, that kind of erraticness for a guy who's going to be a backup quarterback, you want the backup quarterback to come in and not kill the rest of the team. So I'd put Kyle Trask above Felipe Franks.
Can you show us the tight ends here for this pick? If Freiermuth is there, what do you think, Kyle? They have nothing at tight end.
Okay.
And Arnold.
Interesting.
We got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, CMC. We got a left tackle. I think we should go back to offensive line, potentially, maybe receiver with the next pick. But if we're going to get a tight end, I think this is our last chance to get one.
Because we're not going to press. We can't pick a CB sports nut. We're helping the quarterbacks on this.
I just don't understand. We've been doing this for weeks now.
He wants to know if Alex Leatherwood is there. Can you see if Alex Leatherwood is there? Or at least entertain the idea.
So we can break his heart and not pick him.
Correct.
Don't see him.
Leatherwood's gone. I bet he went in the first round.
Is that a little update to the oh wow.
21.
Yeah.
And Landon Dickerson gone. 24.
Man, Mac Jones just had a really good offensive line at Alabama, didn't he? Wow. Wonder if he had any good receivers or good running back.
He had a couple.
So if we go Pat Freiermuth here to help the Carolina quarterback, and I agree that the tight end spot is kind of the soft spot. I think Pat gets slept on a little bit because he was quiet. He was hurt for a little bit. But his 2019 stuff was really, really good. I thought if you were going to classify Kyle Pitts as like offensive weapon and not pure tight end, if Freiermuth would have had a reasonable claim to tight end one, if you were omitting Pitts in hindsight. But if we take Freiermuth to help the Carolina quarterback at this pick, is wide receiver where you want to go? Then is that where you envision this next pick coming?
I would want to look at offensive line and wide receiver. I could also make the case that we wait and go Tremble, but that's a little bit of a gamble.
That's okay, guys. We don't have to do 4 more of these tonight or anything.
Chris, we're providing good, heartfelt, sincere content to our Carolina fans in the comments, and there's several of them. We've seen them. Let's wait.
Okay,
on a wide receiver. Let's wait on a wide receiver. Now let's take Pat Freiermuth now.
Okay.
I did that for dramatic effect.
And it worked because I'm all right, I guess we're pivoting. All right. Look at that. Nick Bolton to the Miami Dolphins. Whoever the Bills pick at 61 here will be the real pick.
Their real pick.
Their
I love
real
it when
pick.
you do
You're
this.
getting my real-time
You're
reaction to it.
going to be disappointed by it. No, you'd be happy with that. Yep, rightfully so. Greg Rousseau is the third Miami player taken. Does he fall behind Roche?
So it's Phillips.
It'd be Phillips, Roche, and then Rousseau.
Unless Jordan sneaks in. I think he's the second one taken.
I think he's still the second one as well.
What position would you like here, gentlemen?
You want to see offensive line, Joe?
Yeah, interior, O-line, and then receiver. Oh, I don't like any of that.
Yeah, it did not break our way.
St. Brown.
Do we need to draft a player that's going to fulfill the Curtis Samuel role, however? Because he's the guy they lost.
You know that I'm not going to side with you on Eskridge or Atwell.
Well, I would advocate strongly for Dwayne Eskridge in the third round.
You want a 25-year-old body-catching slot receiver that just transitioned from corner?
Can I make a suggestion here?
Sure, Chris.
You fell right into it. I'm not even going to make the joke. I was just going to throw the forks up for Frank Darby because he's standing there on the board.
Oh, no,
brother. You walked right into it.
Here's what you need to know is Kyle and I both recently evaluated Frank Darby and graded him. And
he's too high. He's too high on the predicted.
It was just set up for me to mention him because he's just standing there in the middle of the screen, and so I figured you were going to be like, "No, Chris, you can't make a suggestion."
Kenneth Gainwell?
We don't have another 4 of these to do tonight. That's fine.
Kenneth Gainwell. See if he's available at running back.
Wait a minute. See, the chat is on my side. This is a great time for me to point out.
He's joking with you.
Sam would never do that. Sam would
Ooh.
never
Oh,
do that.
Gainwell's on the board. I can get behind Kenneth Gainwell.
I mean, really, we'll play him as more of a true slot.
Correct. And he did plenty of that at Memphis anyway.
Panthers are fun again.
That's it. That's the peg. Fun fact, Curtis Samuel played a fair amount of running back at Ohio State.
Yeah.
Wow. In the books, we've helped the Carolina quarterback.
His name is Sam Darnold.
Well, no, because the card says Teddy Bridgewater. And I liked my idea, but we poo-poo.
Well, he didn't beat out Sam Darnold, so.
Nothing's happened yet.
Well, I'm just saying in my hypothetical scenario.
Make sure I get my swell love.
Would that be the motivation, Jamie?
Man, I wouldn't hate that as somebody who has Jalen Waddle as wide receiver 1, but
right.
Don't think that's the motivation for the deal. Chris, next card, please.
There are no jokes about Frank Darby ever.
Next card, please.
Sorry, I got to find the pack here.
Got to get him. Who is this? That's a Ram.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald.
Okay, I like this. Less picks to have to worry about.
Yeah, so more time for you guys to filibuster.
So 3 round.
3 round.
You know, here's our, what do we call it? A reset? Is that what it's called?
It's called a reset in the business. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna reset. We're doing a 3 round Rams mock draft to help Aaron Donald because that was the card that was at random pulled out of the Panini pack that Chris has on his person.
I wonder, just kind of as we let the simulator roll here, Kyle, do you think about helping him on that defensive line, like getting some better players around him? Or like, I mean, their linebackers are Micah Kaiser and Troy Reeder. I mean, like this defense to me personnel wise can be upgraded all over the place. Yeah, but for Aaron Donald specifically, is it on the D line? If we like somebody there,
I would like to get an outside pass rusher and I would like to get a linebacker.
Okay.
What do you think of their draft room? Did you see this?
Yeah.
It looks nice. Your move, Cliff Kingsbury. Your move.
Man, this stinks. We got to ignore the top 3 needs on the board.
Yep, okay. We do.
What do you think about Peyton Turner?
I like Peyton Turner a lot.
Do you like him here for the Rams?
I mean, he can definitely play the 5 tech for sure. I mean, I'd like to get a more polished player, but.
So what are you looking at? Basham?
No, I'd rather take Peyton Turner than Basham, to be honest.
Right. So I just looked at the 3 edges that were here, and I was like, man, I think I like Peyton Turner the best out of these 3 for the Rams specifically. Chris, can you pull up the edge group? Jabril Cox, top linebacker.
Is he? Okay. Yeah, we might have to do it, man.
Jeez. Okay, if we wait until the 3rd round, it's going to be like Jordan Smith and down probably, right?
Might get Roche. Might.
Can you pull up linebackers real quick, Chris, just so we can see who?
Of course.
Oh, Pete
Warner, or if Cam McGrone is there.
Yeah, I'd like either one.
Okay, so we want to go with Peyton Turner now? Is that the move here?
I think so. I think that's just the most natural player to see him.
Can you give everybody like the 30-second elevator pitch on Peyton Turner? Just because he was in your region for our scouting work?
Long, athletic, plays with a really hot motor, pretty loose and twitchy for a guy that's as big as he is. Just needs to get a little bit more time on task and develop his technique. But from a physical traits perspective, the urgency, the power, like he's got everything. He just needs to learn how to apply his traits a little bit more consistently.
He almost gave me a vibe of like, he almost looked like one of those puppies with the paws that are too big for his body. Yeah, like I feel like he has room to add onto his frame a little bit and grow into himself a little bit more too. Do you agree with that?
It's pretty fair. It's like a basset hound, but like their ears are too long at this point. And
he's like stepping on his own ears, and his paws are like the size of your hand, and he's like a foot tall. Like I think he's got plenty of room to grow too. So that's the exciting ceiling with Peyton Turner as well that you get.
Yeah, it's probably fair. That's probably a good take. I like that take.
I think so.
Yeah. It's a really good take.
You know, Pat didn't help himself this year.
No. But I mean,
at all.
Pitts is like one of the best tight ends we've seen. You know, like I'm not trying
if
to be
we get to
cliche,
88 and Janarius Robinson's still here, I'm gonna be mad. We screwed up.
Well, at least we know Roche will probably be there.
We already took an edge.
I know. I'm saying like there's good edge options here.
We just took an edge.
I understand. I'm saying no matter what we like, if there's not a linebacker we like, if Pete's not there or McGrone's not there, we did this out of order.
Hey, Joe. I don't think Pete's going to be there.
We dropped the ball.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay. You're saved.
Yes, it's got to be.
We take Cam McGrone just basically. We'll draft for need. And Joe, you brought this up in one of our scouting staff meetings not that long ago. Listening to, was it Neil Stratton's podcast? And just like how much you're surprised to hear former decision makers openly discuss, like, yes, we just draft for need.
Yep. Tom Telesco, John Robinson, need only. Only thing they care about. We get another pick, Kyle.
Yeah.
Is there an IDL that we might like?
Since we're not drafting for pure needs, we are drafting for the needs specifically to help Aaron Donald. They lost Brockers this offseason.
Right. So their nose is like Sebastian Joseph Day and Greg Gaines. They lost John Johnson. What's that?
Are you trying to set the table for Tyler Shelvin?
Well, it's always an easy, agreeable pick. We always like him.
I would push more for in that defense Lee McNeil, I think.
I like him too. So
play the nose. Can we just see who's there at safety, Chris, real quick?
I mean, Fuller beat up Taylor Rapp for that job, and they lost John Johnson. I'm not
right.
I don't think they like the idea of Rapp and Fuller on the field at the same time.
Right.
I also don't really care. I mean, Wiggins,
This is not a great break, if we're being honest.
Yeah, let's go Aleem. I think he means more to Donald. Yeah.
Send it.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, that will help Aaron Donald having a dancing bear next to him on the inside. And he's like 315, 320. It's not like he's a small dude either.
Yeah, 320. Is that Dalvin
Cook? Let that man cook.
Well, we better find him a left side of the offensive line where it's like Rashad Hill and Dakota Dozier. Maybe Mason Cole. They got Mason Cole, and maybe they view him as a option at one of those two spots. I know you're shaking your head. That's why we got to find him a left tackle and a left guard right now.
Give me all right, Darisaw. So Slater fell to 10, so that bodes well for us.
Darisaw done.
Darisaw or Vera Tucker for Minnesota.
Darisaw. We can get an interior offensive lineman we'll like.
All right. Do Darisaw. Chris, any takes? You got any takes?
Here you go. You want to take? There you go.
So maybe the Raiders.
Stop, Joe.
Wasn't there another good defensive tackle? No, who was the other team that this past week they cut a defensive tackle? That was a little bit surprising.
Cleveland, Sheldon Richardson.
Yeah. I wonder if they like somebody. I know they just drafted the Missouri kid, and they have, is it Billings?
Did they bring in Billings?
You guys are back up.
They have Malik Jackson's the guy they have.
Yes.
Malik Jackson.
Yeah.
And they do have Billings.
Will they sign or will they draft 2 interior defensive linemen? Chris, I know we're on the clock. I'll be right with you. We get 12 minutes on day 2 or 10 minutes. So we got a little time on the clock.
Yeah, just keep using your time. That's fine.
Barmore's going to go in the first round. I mean, that's the insiders have made it abundantly clear that Barmore is going to get drafted in the first round.
I don't know who the other one would be. I don't know that Ozariki goes.
He can be a really good 3-tech.
Man, like I think about some of the defensive linemen that didn't go in the first round or like even in the second round recently.
And they were better than.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The demand's different. The supply-demand ratio is different for sure.
All right, so we got to help Dalvin Cook.
Yeah,
Chris, can you pull up the interior offensive line? Josh Myers. Damn, he's gone.
Show the Kendrick.
Literally right here on the screen. Like he's right there. Like
I was having a conversation with the people of the show.
That's fine, but can you not just look at the screen?
What about Show Kendrick? The offensive tackles, because I think it's okay if we think there's a good projection.
Spencer Brown is 1,000,000% their type. This is why I wanted to draft Eric Tucker in the first round.
But I see that here's the thing is I like Kendrick Green, and I know that you don't.
I would be fine here in the third round, but you can get Kendrick Green at 90.
So what would you like to do here?
Wide receiver?
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
Or what about a tight end? Do we love any of the tight ends?
I mean, they have Irv.
They have Irv, but they lost Kyle Rudolph this offseason.
Yeah, it's like Tyler Conklin's the other guy they have.
Yeah, like I think that's an upgradable role.
Yeah. I like St. Brown for them too. But they're probably going to want to go some 12.
Hunter Long.
Is he there? Is Tremble there? Hunter Long is there. Okay.
So which one of between Hunter Long and if we're talking, Hunter Long probably has a greater chance of going between now and 90 than Kendrick Green, right?
Yeah, but okay, that's fine. I can agree with that.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, would you rather have St. Brown or no? You rather have Long?
No. Okay. I'd rather have Hunter Long to help Dalvin Cook in the running game.
Okay.
As a blocker.
Now, if Kendrick Green gets drafted, we are not in good shape.
Okay, we're good. Now, you had it right. He's interior offensive line.
I just didn't know what position you guys wanted me to look at.
Yep, and Kendrick Green. Turn it in.
Okay.
Kyle, you talked about Trey Hill. Is he a gap guy, zone guy? Tell me about him.
Oh, yeah, he's like 320.
Oh,
Trey Hill from Georgia is 320. Road grader. I mean, he played next to Solomon McKinley and Ben Cleveland over the last few years. 6. Baker Mayfield. Next.
Okay, this is fun.
Yeah, this will be a fun one to help. But Trey Hill, I think, is a guy on day 3. He's a little clappy with his hands, so he's not really effective getting things sunk in. He's more prone to getting hands on the outside of the shoulders and stuff like that. But if he gets that cleaned up, I think he moves well enough in a gap style system. He's really going to have an opportunity to develop into a starter in year 2 or year 3 for somebody.
The fun thing about doing Cleveland for this next team is that we don't have to think about any of their defensive needs, which I think should be their focus with their early picks.
In the real draft.
Yeah, so we get to completely go against the grain here.
Okay. This is about as unideal of a board as could have fallen.
Are you kidding? Who are the receivers? Oh, no, Kyle. We don't even have Bateman.
Correct. Where did Bateman go?
Oh, man. I'm okay with Terrace Marshall Jr.
Why him for this offense?
Size, ball skills, athleticism. I mean, I know what you're going to say. You wish that he was more of like a true outside guy. I think he could play outside.
Yeah, I like Terrace Marshall. Let's go Terrace Marshall. I mean, Hollywood Higgins is back on a 1-year deal. Odell Beckham's had some injury issues over the past couple of years. Because of their willingness to run the football, I do think their ability to do play action shots over the top, and Terrace Marshall does have good tracking skills down the field. I think there's enough there that you can make a case for that is going to help Baker Mayfield. What do you think about looking at interior offensive line here?
I'm for it because they're really set with their starters, but like 2 things. They need more depth, and they're not going to be able to pay all these guys.
Right.
So, and you have, Bill Callahan as your offensive line coach. So what a dream. None of those guys. So no.
Quinn Miners?
No.
Why not?
No.
You're drafting him for depth.
Because it's 59
of a year. He's predictive on the board at 67. He's not going to be there more than like 5 more picks.
This is a lot of influence on what we would do, and I wouldn't think about Quinn Miners for a while. Who are the offensive tackles?
Diddly poo is our offensive tackles.
Just pick Quinn Miners. Just do it because they're going to love him with the belly and all that. Cleveland dog pound.
What do you think of Ben Cleveland?
I'd rather have Miners here.
Then pick. That's what I tried to say.
Yeah, I'm just going for a brand player. Like they'll love him in Cleveland.
Correct. With the beard and the belly.
Right. Yeah, it's all that stuff. Yeah.
He gets to sit behind Wyatt Teller. And Wyatt Teller's going to get paid big time when his time comes up to get a contract.
If he plays like he did last year,
right.
He's
he's
like a $12, $13 million a year guard.
He's going to be a top of the market kind of guard.
Yeah.
And Quinn Miners sitting behind him, being depth behind him, having center guard versatility. I think there's enough there that you're okay with what you get there.
All right, let's look at the offensive tackles.
Stone Forsythe.
Yeah, I think we both like him more than Hudson, don't we?
Yes, it's not even close.
Yeah,
Forsythe is probably, for me personally, Forsythe is easily the one, and then like Hainsey and Jamie's are the next two for me personally. Now, I haven't cross-checked Dante Smith yet, so he's still one that I need to get eyes on. But like, I'm not interested in James Hudson. He's way too developmental. And he's smaller too. Walker Little, the injuries are a big problem, question mark. Adrian Ely was abysmal with his athletic testing. So like, it's Forsythe and everybody else for me.
Joe?
Yeah, I'm good. Forsythe.
Reminder that we are drafting to help Baker Mayfield, courtesy of Chris's Panini cards. Random out of the deck.
Your backup.
Why do they have this pick?
What do you think about Tremble? Just kind of like...
They have like 8 tight ends.
I know.
What about another wide receiver?
They have like 8 receivers.
Oh, look who's the top wide receiver available.
None of these.
No, you wanted a wide receiver. I got a guy for you right there at the top.
You don't. You don't have a guy for us.
Right there.
He's like 20. He's an older guy too.
I don't know where else to go here. We picked offensive lineman redundant.
It's time for our exception.
We get the exception.
Right.
That's right.
You've waited all night for it, but sure.
Yes. We're going to use it right now. Can we go best available players, please?
You can, yes.
Yikes. Okay.
Scroll down.
Scroll down.
It might be St. Juiced.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
We both like Cam McGrone, though.
Yeah, we already picked him, though. That's lame.
Okay.
What about Elijah Griffin? They're not afraid of smaller corners. I gave him a 4. I mean, we're at the end of the third round.
Troy Hill. I mean, I'd rather get an outside guy. I'd rather go St. Juiced.
I don't think Elijah Griffin's not an outside guy.
Oh, really?
Trey Harris agrees with me. We talked about him today on our staff meeting that you apparently weren't paying attention to, sir.
I think of him more of an inside guy, the next level.
All right, that's fine. McGrone.
Wait.
What?
What?
Benjamin St. Juiced is a pick.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. I was very confused.
No.
You guys want to make one more pick or no?
No,
Okay.
we don't. We don't.
Here's your last player.
Who is this man? Keenan Allen?
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen.
All right, we better find him an offensive line. And I think they could use a slot and a young tight end.
I have to message Boss Lady Paige and let her know I'm going to be late for my 8 o'clock meeting because we ran long.
Oh, okay. All right. Let her know. Busy. Panini. Got to help Keenan Allen.
Panini,
Yeah, sure.
that's
Okay,
right.
that's fine.
Christian Darrisaw.
It's like the 4th time you've picked him tonight.
Is it? It's not, though.
I mean, you picked
Tevin Jenkins.
You picked him here.
Tevin Jenkins.
You might have picked him here.
We didn't pick him for Carolina. We picked Rashawn Slater for Carolina.
Just pick Kevin Jenkins.
All right, take Tevin Jenkins.
Yeah, it's fine.
Done. Is he the meanest player in this year's class?
Yes, 100 million%. Yes, he is.
100 million%.
Yes, he's one of the meanest football players I've ever watched.
The team that he lands with for
in a good way,
the Locked On Ultimate Mock Draft 2021 has to be thrilled that they got their hands on him.
I haven't seen it yet, so. Okay, Wyatt Davis.
Come
on, we have fixed the left side of the offense.
What's a tight end? What's a tight end?
Nope.
Yeah, not in the top 50.
We can go. Was there a slot receiver we like? What about Amari Rodgers? He'd be fun.
I love Amari Rodgers.
Send it.
Amari Rodgers. Done. Yeah. Send it.
All right, so now we'll pick either IOL or tight end.
I'm anticipating an interior offensive lineman.
Oh, keeper options.
We got it at 77. I'm hoping that we get a couple of options. Quinn Miners is gone, which is not great. That probably means
I'd love Tremble for them. Damn.
That's the screen, guys. The screen. It's right there in the middle of the screen. Please.
Pop culture reference, Ninja Turtles, motion picture, Michelangelo. Damn.
Like it's right there. It's in the middle of the screen.
Okay, so
this is the second time tonight.
Imagine
that somebody has observed wishing a player was there on the board, and Carolina at 73 was the team that sniped them because it happened last time with Minnesota at 78.
Well,
into your offensive line, please.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's a tight end I'm gonna like. Josh Myers.
They signed Corey Linsley. You think Myers can play guard? I think he can play guard, but I just don't want to be presumptive.
Then I mean, I like Ben Cleveland here. I like Kendrick Green here. I know those are opposite players.
What about Aaron Banks?
I like those other two guys better, but I mean, do you think Aaron Banks is like notably better than those other two guys?
Take Ben Cleveland then.
All right, Ben Cleveland.
Punch you in the mouth. I mean, he might be the meanest guard.
Ooh, Ben Cleveland and Tevin Jenkins on the same side.
Oh my goodness, we lucked into it. We didn't even think about it.
And you guys get another pick. Look at that.
Tight end?
Yeah, let's see what we get.
I sure hope Derek Barnes is available for you to make a pick.
Hunter Long. Yes.
We've picked him twice already. Yeah, just
don't care.
Right.
That is going to do it for the Draft Dudes Panini Mock Draft Series presented by our friends at Mighty Swell. As Chris mentioned at the top of the stream tonight, we will not be doing any of the Panini mocks on moving forward. Next Monday, a different concept to mark the start of draft week, which we're very excited about. And we will be in person starting. Joe and I get in on Monday night. We get in late Monday night. So starting Tuesday, we'll all be together.
Just stay tuned.
What's you gave him the Papa John?
Don't know what you're referencing.
I don't know
that Papa John interview where he's talking about
again. I still don't know what you're referencing.
Like doing an interview with like 60 Minutes or something like that, and like total weirdo. And they were like, "So what's next?" And he goes, "Stay tuned."
Yeah, stay tuned.
Chris gave the Papa John, so stay tuned here,
everybody.
On this live stream. Good show for you tomorrow on the podcast stream. Make sure you check it out. Kyle Krabs, German, and Chris Schubert. Thanks as always for watching.